With everything going up and you again spending more on rent every now and then, it's just BS.
Tenants in BC can expect to pay more in rent next year, though landlords say it's not enough. The BC government announced it's capping rental increases in 2024 at 3.5%. This is the second year in a row that rental increases are being set below BC's provincial inflation rate.
3.5% is still very, very modest. I think it's not a huge jump from 2%.
Well, for me, that's too much, definitely. It will be better if one way or another we can be able, or the government, it can be able to control all the prices, because this is crazy.
Premier David Eby says financially it's an incredibly challenging time for many renters across the province.
That we're balancing both the realities faced by renters of increasing costs on many fronts, as well as the realities faced by landlords of many increasing costs, and their perhaps decision not to continue renting if they don't see some recognition of the fact that they're seeing increased costs as well.
The province says before 2018, the annual allowable rent increase was based on the provincial inflation rate plus 2%. Following a recommendation by the Rental Housing Task Force, this extra 2% was removed, with the cap calculated now using only the inflation rate.
With all due respect to the minister, that's just deficient.
Landlord BC CEO David Hutniak says this rent cap creates uncertainty for landlords. It doesn't cover rising costs, and it could hurt the rental supply in the long term.
And now if I'm a pension fund or a rental developer, I'm really struggling to justify building new rental in British Columbia, and that's an even greater concern.
The Tenant Resource Advisory Centre says landlords are going to be fine, and it doesn't matter what the cap is since market rent prices are so high, and BC has the highest no-fault eviction rate in Canada. That means landlords say they're taking back rental suites for personal use.
The market rent goes up way faster than both inflation and the cost to landlords. So landlords are benefiting like far in excess of inflation, despite these 3.5%.
And it's too much. They'll eventually increase it, and it will reach a point that no one would be able to afford rent anymore.
In Vancouver, Kier Junos, City News.